All right, so we're talking about practical things that are needed to grow spiritually. And we talked about reading scripture and prayer, and this week we're talking about fellowshipping with other disciples. Hebrews 10:25 says, "Forsake not the assembly of the brethren." And there's a few other scriptures which I'm not going to read, but I wanted to mention Acts 2:42 through 47 and Acts 4:32 through 35. These are scriptures that show what the early church was like and how unified they were. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the breaking of bread, which means they ate together, to prayer. They were completely devoted to Christ and each other, and they lived life together. And we can see that in the life of Jesus as well. He showed us how to make disciples. He made disciples by living life with the 12 men that he had chosen. And that is the method that he gives us today as well to make other disciples. So it's really important to be connected with other believers. My pastor talked about this a couple weeks ago. He said the main vehicle for getting us to where we need to be spiritually is other people, and perhaps specifically another person. So it's important that we seek to connect with those who are true disciples, who believe in the authority of Scripture and the truth of Scripture, and want to passionately seek relationship with Christ and what it is to be a true disciple, and also someone who is further along, someone who's been down that road more than you, so that they can help you grow, just like a parent would help a child grow because they've lived longer. And this is something that I've really pursued. I've struggled with this one myself. It's a lot of times I've looked to try to connect with different people, and I'd meet with people, and there never seemed to be a connection that would last, or a connection that was really helping me to grow. And that's one of the reasons this past year, my wife and I, we've switched churches, and there's more reasons than that, and I'm definitely not a church hopper, and that's not a light decision that we made. But in this particular church, discipleship is a very strong push in that church, and truth of Scripture, everything I just said. And I've actually currently joined a group called CLC, which is Christian Leadership Concepts, and we're going to be starting to meet in February, and it's a 2-year commitment. Once a week for 2 hours, me and 11 other guys are getting together for the sole purpose of discipleship, to live life together. We'll probably do things outside of that 2 hours during the week as well. We're going to get to know each other, and we're going to get to know Scripture, and we're going to get to know what it is to be a disciple of Jesus. So I wanted to encourage you guys in the same way. It's something that we can really pray for, and it's something that we have to proactively seek. And just like my pastor said last week, it is the main vehicle to get us where we need to be spiritually. Now that, of course, we can't get there without Scripture, we can't get there without prayer. But if we have Scripture and prayer and we're spending time with Jesus, but we have nobody else in our life that we're connected with, or that's speaking into our lives, then we're not going to get very far either. And I know I've done that for a long time in my life, and I've realized the need of really proactively seeking to be discipled so that I can help disciple others. So that's the challenge for this week, to proactively seek in prayer and in action someone to disciple you, someone to come alongside and help you grow spiritually. And pray about the relationships that you have at the church that you're at. Hopefully you're going to church. Can you find people like that, or a person like that, to help you grow? Is there a group of men or a group of people that can help you grow, like I've sought out for myself? And of course, I'm willing to help as much as I can, any of you, in discipleship as well. So that's the challenge. If we really truly want to grow spiritually, we've got to find other people to be in our lives. All right. I'll talk to you next week.